Welcome back, and now I am going to pull out my black paint, and I'm going to pull out some colored painted backgrounds on deli paper, and I'm going to experiment by screen printing with numerous Thermofax screens of my designs that I have, but I'm strictly sticking to those that I want to use as background. So when I say that, I'm not trying to print one particular image, and there's an image of a butterfly somewhere in here. There's an image of a butterfly, so I'm not looking to put a specific image on these pieces at this moment. I'm still looking for a pattern. So what I want to do is to create some high contrast pieces here, so I'm going to incorporate black onto the screen printing of these colored pieces. And I'm going to use a few different screens to do that. So again, I'm using Liquitex heavy body acrylic in the tubes, and this is Mars Black. And I'm going to squeeze a bunch of that out of my palette. And grab my squeegee. Again, I have a huge variety of squeegees. For this, I'm not too worried about it. This is kind of like a messy, fun experiment. Unlike when I really try to screen print specific images, I pay a lot more attention to the pressure that I'm using, you know, the size of the squeegee for the screen that I'm using, things like that. Today I'm not going to worry about that. It's going to be a messy, kind of fun type of play. And so I'm just going to get started here using one of my little screens. So this is actually the same design as a larger screen, but I've made it really tiny. So it's one of my favorite designs. And again, I've got a couple of layers of batting underneath this just to aid in the printing process, because it works a little bit better that way when there's a little cushion underneath. So here I go. I'm just going to just messy, not even thinking about, you know, overlapping the images, not really going to think about it. I just want to print that to black and see what happens. And just going to kind of move this over, do the side too. And again, I'm not really worried about how much paint I actually have on my squeegee, but I will go back and fill it up a little bit in the midst of this. And what you'll see that I'm doing is I'm just creating background stuff. I know that I'm going to end up ripping this up, so it doesn't matter to me that I've overlapped or haven't covered the entire area. So here's one example of a piece that I will use for my collage. Let's grab this piece here, and I'm going to use the larger screen just to show you part of this. So here's my larger screen. I'm just going to get some more paint on my squeegee here and just go right down the edge. And this screen actually has distressed edges along the design, so I'm not too worried about what's coming out and what isn't. So here's a front print right there on my purple. And then I want to show you some text. I think text is really, really fun. And I have this screen that I've created. It was a write-up that I did for something. I think it was a journal page or something. And I'm just gonna add that text to the edge of this right here and let that dry. And you'll see that these are just some great things to experiment with here. I'm going to put some of the text on this blank piece of deli paper. And use up that piece of deli paper. And again, these are all going into my stash box of printed deli papers for me to use for collage. Another blank piece here. This is one of my favorite screens too. It's a very simple screen. All it is are just polka dots And I'm going to take this right now and just screen print these polka dots right on here. I think that they're a great, just kind of a nondescript pattern that's great to add to your journal pages. And again, what I'm doing mostly is creating collage using, sorry, I'm getting some more paint out here. I'm going to be using these pieces to create collage in my journals, and I'm screen printing to deli paper because this is an awesome tool to use when collaging. And the person that really inspired this for me is Ann Bagby, and on one of my last blog posts, I think I put her name down and linked to some videos that she's done, and she's just totally amazing. She will create her collages, and she's absolutely a fine artist. She will create her collages using deli paper that she's either stamped or printed on, and she'll build up her collages with that. So that was a huge inspiration for me here, and it is really, deli paper is really versatile, and we like those resources that we can kind of use with everything. You could actually fuse this deli paper down to, you know, onto fabric and stitch on top of that, which I'm going to play more with later on. So here, I need to go wash my screens out, but I just wanted to give you a taste of what you can do screen printing on top of the solid painted colored pieces, as well as just the plain deli paper that will disappear into the background of your collage once it dries. So there's some more ideas, and the next video series that I'm going to be working on is showing you how I actually create my collages using these pieces.